Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's request a video, I'm going to show you how I organize digital files for my Etsy shop. So if you are currently starting an Etsy printable shop, or maybe you sell digital downloads and you want to learn what is the best procedure to organize your files, make sure that you watch all the way till the end. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe today. I do upload weekly videos to help you build a thriving Etsy business. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show me some love by liking and leaving a comment below. So let's go ahead and dive in. So if you are actually creating your own digital files, so you're using any type of editing software like Canva, PicMonkey, or Photoshop. I personally use mostly Photoshop. I highly recommend first buying a drive. Now, as you start creating more and more files, it does start consuming a lot of your PC memory. So what I have learned that instead of storing it in my computer, I'm better off storing it in an actual drive. So I personally recommend getting this drive that I have on this picture. Is called a G drive. It has 1 TB of space. And the nice thing about it, it works on both Mac and PC. And it's a portable drive. For me, I like the convenience of having a portable drive that I could take with me on the go without having it doesn't need to be charged. Basically, you just plug it to your computer and it starts working. So the reason why you might want a portable drive, especially if you have a printable store, is that you could pretty much work anywhere you want. If you want to take the day off and, go to the beach, or if you want to go somewhere outside of your home, sit in the park, you could actually take your portable drive with you and work on the go. I used to have one, or I still have one at home that's really big and bulky. So that one I transition, instead of using it for work, I do it as a backup drive. So I do keep up copies of my files there, and then I use it for like photos of my son and other stuff that I keep there, miscellaneous things. Now this actual port here is only for my Etsy stores. It also has like all my graphic design and everything else that I need at that given moment if I need to do some editing or anything. But this is a really, really nice one. I did get it with the rugged blue cover. And that helps you because if it falls on the floor, it helps protect the drive from breaking and essentially from losing your files. And if you don't know this, when you buy your drive, I bought mine at Best Buy. Whether you buy it at Best Buy, Micro Center, Staples, doesn't matter. You could actually buy insurance. My insurance was very, very cheap. I think it was $9. And the insurance, what it does is that if I ever have any issues with my drive, it stops working, I could take it back to Best Buy and they could extract the files for me at no additional charge. I think if you don't get the insurance, when you buy it and you try to do it later, let's say something happens to your drive and you take it in to get it fixed, they do charge about $150 for them to extract the files. So it's cheaper just to get the insurance right off bat. For the safety of your file. So I highly recommend getting it with some type of insurance. Now, I'm going to show you my method of organizing my digital files. I'm sure that there's many different methods out there. If you have a different method than from the one that I use, leave a comment below because I'm always trying to learn new things. You might be able to share light to something that I have been having issues, or share light to someone else who's reading the comments. So leave a comment below. So this is kind of like the way I organize my digital files. I create a main folder, and that main folder, I name it after my store. So your main folder should be whatever your store name. I did this as an example. I put Party Etsy Shop. So you could put your name there. If your name is Moody Prints, then you will put Moody Prints Shop. So that's just so when you are in there, especially if you have multiple stores, that's why when you're in there, about to make a file or create a file for someone, you'll be able to find your store quicker and then the file that you're looking for. Now, the next thing I do is that after I name the main folder my store name, I create additional folders inside that main folder. Now the additional folders, I'm going to add my section name of my store. So when you open an Etsy store, you're going to have categories that you could categorize your items under. So I have all my stuff categorized based on my name section. So one of my name section is baby shower frames. Another one is wine and mini labels. Another one is wedding and bridal signs. Another one is table numbers. Another one is Snapchat wedding filter. So these are all my name sections. So then once I create every single folder and add all my name sections, the next step I do is I create the actual file. I upload it to that particular folder, and I start with the SKU 100. You could start with whatever number you want. This is just the number that I picked. I start with the first file for that particular section. I put 100, that's the SKU number. And next to it, I always like to put something like wedding sign, because sometimes when you're looking through all your files, especially like this particular folder, I have over 900 files. Sometimes just having the name is just easier to kind of navigate. So I put 100 wedding sign, 101, and that's the next sign. And I keep going up. Every time I add a new listing on Etsy, whatever new listing I did, when I save it to this folder, I put the new SKU number that follows. So if I had stopped at 121 and I create a new listing today, that one will be 122. And then I put it in this folder, but then I don't stop there. On the Etsy store, I actually name that file the same SKU number. So if the SKU number was 100, in the actual listing, when I'm building up my listing, I put SKU number 100. Why? Because when I'm editing that, if I am going to edit that digital file for the customer, all I have to do is look at the SKU number. I already know the section name. I go back to my folder, find the section, find the SKU number 100, double click. It will open automatically on my software dashboard, on my Photoshop dashboard, edit the file, and send it to the customer. That is the way I organize all my files. It is going to be so simple for you to find your files. If something was to happen, at least you have your files saved in an actual drive. Now, another thing that I recommend as a pro tip is that even if you sell files that are not edible, let's say you do a file that's an instant download, the customer buys, they get it automatically. There's no edible customization or you don't have to personalize for the customer. Even those particular files, you should save an edible file on that particular file. The reason why you want to save a file is because you are going to get the random person that will tell you, hey, I like this digital print, but I would love to change the font to blue, or I would love to change the background to yellow. And if you are open to getting personalized orders, which I highly recommend because you'll make more money with personalized items, then you'll be able to go back, edit the file, change the color to whatever they're requesting, and charge them for a custom order. But you'll have the file. It'll take you a few minutes to edit versus having to recreate the whole thing all over again. So this is the simplest way that you could do it. It's just simply taking a folder, putting all your naming all your name sections in the folders, and then putting all the files that go into that particular section. If you ever do any changes on your Etsy store, then I highly recommend going back to your folder and rearranging them again. But other than that, I mean, it's really simple, straightforward, easy to follow. And this way you could have a portable disk that you could take with you on the go. You could work anywhere you want, and you have your files separate from your PC because you don't want to overwhelm your PC. It'll start running slow. It would eventually break down and take a lot of your memory as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about how to store or any additional questions about the digital print aspect of it, leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you guys for watching.